Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to What's Up Waco, the podcast that loves to introduce you to the people, the places, and the properties that make Waco an excellent community to live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to What's Up Waco, the podcast that takes you around Waco, business owner by business owner. And today, I'm joined by Jen Webster, owner of The Buckle.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hi, Jen.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Look at this view.
I know. For those of you that don't know, we record on the 21st floor of the Alico building downtown in Waco. And so it's pretty fun. We're overlooking all the good stuff. We got Dr. Pepper Museum, those silos in Magnolia.
Baylor.
Baylor.
The 35 is actually
I know, moving.
Like,
look at that.
wow.
Okay. But as much as we love Waco, we're here to talk about your awesome new spot.
Yes.
Which is actually just outside of Waco in China Spring, Texas. Mm-hmm. But it is your second baby. So
it is, yes.
You've got the Buckle at BU.
Yep.
A beautiful, fun dive bar that has like a homey feel. I don't know. It's cozy in there for me. And not just because you own it.
Yeah. That's kind of the culture that we started with the kids.
100%.
We wanted to make sure it was a fun place, a little bit more mature vibe. So it's like 21 and over only.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. We get to meet. It's kind of bittersweet though, because the clientele changes over constantly because they graduate.
You got to say goodbye to the seniors.
Yeah, but that's part of it. It's fun when they come back, and every year at homecoming, it's like, oh, you're back.
Yes. I love that you said culture, because that is what it is. That's what you've created over there. And it's such a good vibe. And I think I've always told you that if my kids were going to go to a bar, I would want them to go to your bar, because I know that you look out for the kids that are in there. And I know for a fact you have made sure that a few of them have not driven.
Yes.
And you're very good about that. And so, but that goes, that's who you're a nurturer. That's like what you take care of people.
I try.
So it comes across. But so that was the brainchild. And then, but what made you guys think, you know what, let's do this again, but with food?
Besides insanity.
Yeah, girl.
I'm the co-owner because my husband is
you guys,
the other owner.
Includes Ryan Webster.
He is a 5th generation restaurateur. We've always had restaurants with bars.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved to Waco, we wanted to not do a restaurant ever again. We were like, never doing it again. Restaurants are terrible.
It's the worst job ever.
We'd like to stay married. So, we're like, we're not going to do that again.
Right.
And that was great for a couple years till COVID. And we're like, oh, we have a bar. Bars were shut down for
but
9 months. So
what pushed you into that? Yeah, let's just open our own. Because if you came and you're like, nope,
we missed it, I guess.
That's fair.
Really know, and I don't know. It's just what we've always done, and I don't know. I guess we realized we kind of missed it, and my husband does a really good job at creating menus, and we actually started this project with his dad, and his dad's a big restaurateur, so his dad would be in there like every single day, like, you need to do this, you need to
don't
do
forget
this.
that.
Yeah, and it was really fun getting to work with him on that project. One last restaurant project with him.
That's awesome.
And it's just it's been stressful, of course. Opening any new business is stressful, but
yes.
Now that it's open, I'm so happy we did it and we went through it. he's already talking about another location. I'm like, just stop it. Can we just be
But
open?
You know what though?
His brain just
I
doesn't.
kind of don't blame Ryan because you guys have had such a welcoming in China Spring. Like
Really
I haven't seen, other than they don't have a phone.
Which
I
we
haven't
never
seen
will,
anything
folks.
negative.
We will never have a phone. It's
Right.
2024. Not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
We have
There's so many other ways to get in touch with you guys.
Yes, it's way easier. We'd rather our bartenders talk to our guests.
Yep.
If you want to order not via being there, you can pick up your phone and go to our website.
Yeah,
Or
it's
the
super
app.
easy to order online.
Yeah, it is. And it's thebucklechinaspring.com.
Yep.
So really easy. But yeah, we've owned other restaurants before, Ryan and I together. And actually our first restaurant that we started together was a martini bar.
Mm-hmm.
And we opened that because we just wanted to push our vodka brand.
I was going to say, was that Superfly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, this is just a martini bar that's going to have a little bit of food. You know, our original idea was like, okay, be like 60% alcohol sales, 40% food, you know.
Which is smart.
And it ended up being like 60 to 70% food.
No way.
And people still loved the martinis. I mean, they loved it.
Yeah.
But we were also in a town that was really deprived of restaurants. And then other things started popping up. And then we opened an Irish pub. And that was a lot of fun. And both of those are still open. They have different owners now.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a fantastic job. But the culture that Ryan set is what made those restaurants still successful and still there. And it's what made this second location possible, because a lot of things, it is different though than the first one.
Yes.
Because the first one is just a bar.
Yep.
Strictly a bar, strictly 21 and over.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless it's like graduation or something.
Right.
I don't know. But if this is Texas, you can bring your kids into a bar. We don't discriminate. But this one is a little bit different in that we noticed that China Spring just kind of lacked a general place to go, especially the adults. There's a lot of younger adults that are just starting out to have kids. And I don't think there's a lot of options for them. There's great places in China Spring, don't get me wrong, but I think we kind of fill a void that's a little bit different. We try to have live music. We're closer to the neighborhoods.
Yes.
So you're able to go there and go home. We're open 7 days a week till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And we will always do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something we want to do. We want to make sure that we're a place where the girls can go out, and we're expanding our wine selection. We've gotten a lot of requests for that at first. We're like,
really?
let's just give them the Merlot and the Chardonnay and see.
And call it a day.
Yeah, we went through like 11 bottles of Merlot over the weekend. At first I was like, okay.
That's a lot. Like if you're not interested, if you don't do restaurant speak, that's a lot of one.
That's a lot. After we only got one case my first time, so I was like, y'all sneaking something out the back, and nope.
Who took wine home?
Nope. The ladies, we just had a bunch of ladies groups coming in that want to drink wine, and so yeah.
What
if
a
you're
good spot for
we're
it,
gonna
too.
have some more wine. Nothing fancy, like it's not like going to Decamp, please, or like having we're not gonna have a wine cellar.
Right.
We're just gonna have more options.
You're just gonna have choices.
Yes, more selections.
Massimo wanted to have his whole. I mean, he's a
that's what he
European
does.
sommelier. I don't know what they're called, but that's what he does, and that was his focus, and it's not yours.
He's like a level.
What?
I don't even know. Yeah.
Good job, Moss.
He also speaks like a million different languages and is now a U.S.
Ask
citizen.
Jacob.
Yeah.
And he is. Ask Jacob how many languages Massimo speaks. Anyway, sidetrack. Yes.
But,
so the Buckle has been, so it's become like a go-to place, which I know I'm going to have lunch to meet a friend there tomorrow.
Yep.
I mean, it's just one of those places. It fits in perfectly.
And some people get confused, like, I like the Bang Bang skewers. Why would you take that off? We loved that.
So you have a seasonal menu change right now.
We change it's something that we just like to do for a couple reasons. One, it just creates FOMO. Like, hey, you got to get there while they have it.
Yep.
It allows us to be more creative, and it allows us to price better, because if some things, the price changes or become more labor intense, we don't want to pass that off to our customers. We want to we're very price conscious, because we're in a very price conscious time right now.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have a menu where people have to pay, they're leaving with $100 tab and all they have is a couple things. We want them to be able to have fun, have a great experience.
and not lose their wallet.
And not lose their wallet and have it be fast and efficient and get out quick. So
yeah, no, I think that you hit that on every note because that is some feedback I've heard from friends who've been there and just like looking online what people are saying. It's great bang for your buck because you're walking out. I mean, I know I've gone there for lunch and I've spent like $15.
Yeah.
And that's having a beer, you know? So, it's a really good, it's budget conscious. Yeah. Which is very helpful now.
And there's a couple ways to write menus. You know, a lot of restaurant owners maybe want to, I mean, you can write it like I make the best this and that's going to be, you have to make it for 150 people. Right. And get it to them in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So is 150 as good as number one?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, you have to be really, I think a lot of times people go into the restaurant industry, they think, they don't realize how overwhelming it is to, it's like, I would never be like, you know what? I think I'm going to open a heart surgeon's office today. But people will be like,
I'm laughing, but that's a totally fair analogy.
Yeah, they'll be like, I'm going to open a restaurant. They have no you have to, I mean, there's some things that go down in any restaurant. I've been into, we've been in some restaurants. We've worked for a very,
yes, ma'am,
very high,
yes, ma'am,
positive environment, and things still happen.
And they do.
And but that's what makes it fun.
Restauranting is fun, but I'll tell you, I'm especially laughing because Scott and I, and for listeners who've listened for a minute, you know, I was in restaurants for 26 years. When I first moved here, I was on a management team on the team with Jen that opened a restaurant out here. And I would never, Scott and I always, and 26 years for me, he has a little bit longer than I did. And like, never knowing all that goes into it. We're like, nope, that is one business venture we are not interested in.
There's a lot of moving parts.
It's never ending. Yeah. Never ending. Especially with you guys being open until midnight. Yeah. Like you're never done. You're turning around. It's like a clopen.
It's
all week.
Yeah. Exactly.
No thanks.
Yeah. And people are like, did she just make up a word?
I did.
Clopen is a real word.
It is. It's a thing.
It's a restaurant word.
You close and then you turn around and open. Like all you did is go to sleep. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully. A couple hours. But yeah, so like it's intense.
Well, and the thing about opening a second one, it made it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Because it's kind of the same concept.
Sure.
But it's
different.
Which made it difficult. It's like, okay, we want to be the same, but we need to be a little bit different because this is a different demographic. Now, if we wanted to open one in a different area around Waco, that'd be different because it's taking the same, but
you could just take Buckle 1 and pop it something reciprocal.
Buckle 2, yeah.
But Buckle 2 could go to like Hewitt. Like, but now you have both concepts under the same name.
Yep.
Doing well. And I know the first time when we talked about the Buckle, because this is the second time you've been on the show.
It is.
It is. And the first time we talked about it, you mentioned that you're really looking forward to football season and being a place for families and kids to go. So are you guys still like,
oh yeah, we have a lot of things planned. I'm not going to say all of them on the air because they might not all work out because we have some ideas.
That's fair. That's fair. That's life.
One thing I know for sure that we're going to do is once we are open through the summer, we're going to have a better handle on things. Our staff is going to have a better handle. We're going to understand, just how everything works. And then come fall, we really want to work on what we did at our last location. And even though it was a martini bar with food, we would at least once a month have a different sports team from the high school come in, and they would wait tables.
Oh, fun!
And they would collect all the tips, and that was a fundraiser. And they would make
that's a great idea.
$1,000, sometimes $2,000. All the parents would come in.
Can I just tell you right now, the band will do that,
and we
will do that.
Well, and that's the one thing. Football.
I'm committing the band.
Football team, we love you, but we like to do it with like cheer, dance, band, the theater, people that they really need the funds. Football, we love you, but you get a lot of money. Girls basketball, softball, just some of the stuff that just is FFA.
4-H.
4-H, things that really don't get that big. I mean, of course, we love football.
Absolutely.
Moms, don't attack me here.
Back-to-back champions out there in China Spring.
We want to, and if there's opportunity, of course, we'll have the football team come in as well. But we want to work with some of those.
Well, and during the fall, to be fair, they're busy.
Yeah, they're busy.
Y'all are busy.
But you get what I'm saying. Some
I
of
do.
The ones
I do. Some
people, golf.
Yes, golf, tennis. Did you already
like
say
tennis?
that?
Yeah, all those that are
Yes.
they're
Still part of athletics, but don't.
I think all athletics are underfunded personally.
That's
but,
fair.
But yeah, so that's one thing we really try to do because it's fun for the kids. And I've hired a lot of kids like
From
there-
that?
Yes, there's some kids. I'm
It's like an interview.
you do a really good job. And when you're ready in a couple years, and actually what's funny is one of my cheerleaders I used to coach that went and did one of the things. She's now the manager of the old restaurant of our
No
old-
way.
Yeah.
Is she?
She's having her second baby.
Oh.
So it's interesting how all those things can just kind of work together and help the community.
That is such an awesome
Yeah.
idea. What a fun fundraiser.
is.
You put the fun back in fundraiser.
Woo.
Good job, Buckle
Fun
Two.
and the funds.
And the funds,
So, yeah,
which
that's-
is the important part.
Yeah. And that's a
Okay.
one that we just love to do. And we'll sponsor like, different things. Like we used to be the K9 unit sponsor. We would do all
fun.
the food for the tournament so that they didn't have to pay, so just things like that is something we're really looking forward to doing because
Oh, that's exciting.
it's easy for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great way to give back. People love to eat. And it's something that we know we're good at. Like I can't play in a golf tournament. I can't run a 5K for money, but we can help.
I can feed you.
Yeah, we can feed you. We can do that. So
We can hydrate you and feed you.
yes. And it's great. So
That's awesome. What a very cool idea.
it is. Yeah. And it's funny. Like people be like, wow, that's some of the best service I've ever gotten because they've got like 5 kids working.
Oh,
the
yeah.
so they're
You're
getting-
never alone.
Yeah, the drinks are getting refilled. They're like, oh my gosh, is there anything else? They're, pre-busing. They're like, wow,
This is great.
this is great. And, they're like super excited and happy. They're not like the burnt out
Right.
server that's like, hey.
This is my 5th shift in a row.
Yeah.
What do you want?
And no
Hi.
one complains to the high school kid. They're like, no, it's perfect. Everything's
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
they know they're there for a
Mhm.
fundraiser, so they're not going to be like,
Yeah.
wow,
and
that
they dress
kid.
up. So like we'll have the softball girls, they'd wear their uniform
Yes.
tops, and the cheerleaders have their hair all,
Like
in
with
a
bows.
bow. Yeah, and it's just a lot of fun in the theater. Like if they have a one coming up, they kind of dress the theme and like
Yes.
act the part. So it's
Oh, that would be so fun.
it's
Mandy Connor, I hope
fun.
you're listening
Yeah,
to this.
it's a lot of fun. And then like around Christmas time, the carolers come through. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah.
This
I know.
is so cute.
It's so cute.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad this is in our neighborhood.
So yeah, we missed it. So we would just,
Well, you make it fun.
Yeah.
This is pretty atypical for restaurant planning.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and we wanted
Very
to do it
cool.
for a long time.
Yes.
And our kitchen manager Jacob is just crushing it out there. He
I'm-
is absolutely killing it. I just
Jacob.
love watching that boy grow up.
I'm hearing all kinds of awesome things about
Yes.
you from Ryan and Jen.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And he has the know-how. It's not that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, and he's just fantastic. He has
Yes.
that kitchen dialed in. Jeremy
Nice.
is our bar manager, and we're launching a new cocktail program. We
Yes.
just did a training on, I guess
Was it
was
yesterday? Yeah.
'cause today, it was Sunday, and today
Today's
being Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Restaurant Life.
Yay, what day is it? I don't know.
I don't know. But the
Was
sun's
it-
out.
I was just we were both looking. You can't see us, but we both looked out the window like, what time is it?
It is, and
Um,
I got to tell you what, Waco is shining today.
It is gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
We do have a good view today.
Yeah, it is. You can see like literally all of Waco.
Pretty much. I mean, this little corner spot is a good spot.
It's pretty nice. But,
So
yeah,
so you guys have all kinds of fun plans.
we do. That's
Okay.
why I'm like, I don't want to name like
What-
we
no.
have some other ideas, but I'm like, oh, I got to put some work in first.
Sure.
and don't
Make sure it
wanna-
all works out.
Yeah, I don't want to overextend.
But it's still
'Cause I'm
nice to know.
I'm
Are-
not. I don't know. I never overextend
No.
myself.
No.
It's so
You
weird.
You have like 5 plates full and they're all spinning. So, you know, anyway, and it all works out.
Somehow,
Mostly it gets
Yeah.
done
I woke up
and
today
done well. That's step 1.
Ran a comb through my hair.
You did more than run the comb through your hair. You look like you're about to go do an Apricot Lane shoot.
Well, when you wear
Apricot.
when you buy half of your hair, it helps. It makes it easier.
Your extensions are very pretty. You have beautiful long blonde hair.
It was somebody. Well, it's mine now. So
It is yours.
mine.
It's on your
I
head.
bought it fair and square.
Speaking of apricot.
Yes, the cot.
The cot. That's we'll just skip it all. But if you want to talk about it in comments somewhere on Instagram,
Yeah.
Let us know. Do you say apricot or apricot? You also own that.
Yes.
Because you're not busy enough.
Yes. And I'm actually wearing all apricot today.
Are you?
Yeah, even the earrings and this
Oh, look
little
at you.
dress.
And that little
It
dress.
has
It has
pockets.
pockets.
Yes.
Jen.
I'm loving this dress. A little crisscross band.
Scott's really annoyed because that is on my way home. You don't know it yet,
If
honey.
I, Scott, you won't hear this till after.
I know. You'll be like, where'd they get
Yeah.
that cute dress? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we got a lot of new fun summer stuff in right now.
And like the colors. I was looking at the
Yes.
post this weekend. It's all like
Mhm.
citrus and fun and bright.
And a lot of like light collections. A lot of people are like, oh, that's too young for me. I had a gal
Mm-mm.
come in and she's like, oh, I don't think I said, just go try it on. And it was the one she didn't want. And she came out, she's like, I'm actually going to get this one.
Nice.
And she's, thank you for encouraging me to try that on.
I
I
love
was
that.
like, hey, you're welcome. You can wear a 2-piece and it doesn't. She's like, I just assumed it'd be crop top. I'm like, no, it comes together just like a little peekaboo. You look.
Nice.
She's like, well, I'm going on a cruise. I'm like, there you go.
That's
girl.
perfect.
There you go.
How fun.
And for
You-
$45, she got a top and a skirt. It was like out the door.
For both?
Mhm.
Wow.
We have a lot of good stuff in right now. It's a really good price. That's it. Another.
That's a crazy good price.
Yeah. So my manager there, Macy, she's
Mhm. Who's awesome.
awesome. She's just incredible and
Super
incredibly
sweet.
gorgeous.
She
and
is.
so sweet.
You know when there's like this pretty girl and you just want her to be an a-hole so you can hate
Yeah.
her? And then you meet Macy and you're like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Wow. Yeah.
You're
she-
also very nice.
Yes. Yeah. Gorgeous and not
And
perfect
kind.
package. Yeah.
Okay. But what did she do?
She's our manager there. She's also majoring in fashion apparel and all kinds of fashion stuff at Baylor. So they
Yeah.
have
Oh,
a-
that fits.
they have a merchandising program, an advertising. I mean, all that stuff. So
Mhm.
she is incredible. So we are actually going here in a couple weeks to market up to Dallas. We go to
Oh,
every
fun.
Dallas market and hand pick every piece that goes in the store. So we
You do.
actually touch it, feel it. So we're actually going to pick for August, September, and October,
Okay.
which is like we've almost got all of our. But it's so much pre-planning goes into it,
Yeah. I
And
don't
it-
think people think about that.
and it's kind of like gambling because you're like,
Please be on
okay,
track.
please, Kim Kardashian, don't post something wild and then change everybody's.
know.
But we have a pretty consistent look and style, so
Yeah.
it doesn't. We don't get too wild and outside the box.
I think every once in a while you'll have a piece that's
Mhm.
fun
Yep.
and has its own flair.
like my fur coat. Oh,
Yes.
the girls are like, now it's
or
gonna
the
buy
puffy
this.
sleeves.
And-
Oh, but then they did.
oh yeah, they raced. She's like,
Oh, heck yeah.
she's like, a woman actually came in today and was shocked that it wasn't sold out.
Because
She
didn't you have
raced
it? Didn't you have it in
just
the
for
winter time?
Yes.
It was perfect.
I
It
know.
was so smart.
Yeah, and everyone was like racing to get
Haha.
it, and it sold out. And then we ordered it again, and it sold out again. So I was like, sometimes I can pick out weird things.
And it worked.
Yeah, and so it's a lot of fun, and if people don't know, a lot of people don't know where we're at. We've been
Oh.
there for 6 years.
Yeah.
And Chico's is next door, so they've been there for 17 years.
17.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're there between Crumble Cookie
Yeah.
and Chico's.
Maybe that's why everybody's just like drooling.
Yeah,
And walks
we,
in.
We have great neighbors. So Courtney's Boutique is
Mhm.
also there. They're
Yeah.
locally owned. Amelia's Fashion Exchange. I try to send, if they can't find what they want at our shop, I send them to both of them.
You do.
because
I've heard you do
They're
that.
right there. And Amelia's they have the, like, you can bring stuff in, like it's like Once Upon a Child.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
shop-
yeah.
yeah, and get
Consignment.
like credit. Yeah. So there's some options. There's Burlington.
Oh,
Coat
yeah. It's
Factory
over
just
by
moved in.
Starbucks, isn't
Yep.
it? Yes.
Right next to Starbucks.
Right next to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, Burlington.
yeah, being in that marketplace is dangerous. Now that
It is.
Home Goods.
There's
is
so much good
there,
stuff over there. World
Ulta,
Market.
Kendra Scott.
Yes. And you're right next to Kendra Scott.
Yes, we're right.
You're in the same
yes,
block.
I can literally walk out
Building.
and see Marshall's,
Mhm.
Kendra Scott, the frozen yogurt place,
Mhm.
Ulta, Home Goods,
Kirkland's.
yeah. And then the girls just discovered DSW's in the shopping
Oh,
center,
yeah.
which is actually great because they've been coming in with all these cute shoes.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, I'm like, where'd you? They're like, DSW.
Yeah. That's where my girls go. They're like, look what we found.
Mm-hmm.
was like-
so yeah, where there's a lot to do in the market center is just constantly,
It's
growing.
busy.
It's-
It's gotten so busy.
and there's a lot of people
It's
think
good.
that it's not locally owned. There's a lot of locally owned stuff in there. The Tan,
Oh,
Tan
yeah.
Fastics
Mhm.
locally owned. Crumble's locally owned.
I know you wouldn't think it, but it is. They
It
are
is,
Waco
yep,
peeps.
They are Waco.
They have a
owned.
254 number.
Yep. Apricot Lane's locally owned.
Yes.
The Chico's is, you can't own them, but it's locally managed.
Right.
And that's like her livelihood. So there's a lot of people A lot of locally owned business in there, even though it looks like it's a big, you're actually supporting locals.
You are. And you're right. I think that's an
The
excellent
three,
thing to point out.
The yogurt place.
Oh, yeah.
They're locally owned.
Yes, they are.
So it's really important. I think that people realize sometimes they think, oh, I'm not going to shop there. I'm going to go,
to this little mom and pop stuff.
Which is great too.
Yes.
But there's a lot of locals that give back in that shopping center too. So
I think that's
Courtney's
a great.
has been there for 20 years.
Yep.
That is
that one I knew.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
That is, I've only been doing this for
and you're like,
a few, and I'm like, wow, that's
the
a
ups and downs.
lot of style.
That's a lot of retail.
I mean, I think like 20 years ago, what was the first pieces in that store?
First, I have to math. 2004. Oh, it's probably some of the same stuff that's back out right now.
True.
Slip dresses.
They're like
chokers.
Oh man, remember that bag?
Why did we get rid of that?
Crap!
Dang it! We could sell it right now.
Back. Yeah, I know. It's so. I was so glad corduroy was just a little blip.
I love corduroy.
I just
love it too.
See, that's the thing. You never know. That's what's so hard because that's you can't be like one thing because if it, people go, how do you get all this cute? I'm like, honestly. If I shopped what I wanted, I don't think anyone would really be in here. Like
it would just be t-shirts and jeans.
Yeah, and like
for me
leggings and like dresses like this.
Yeah,
and like a few like sparkly
and
things.
some Baylor gear.
It'd be so random, So it's and there's just so much like while people come in, I'm like, oh, it's so nice to be able to suggest to go. There's other places you can find stuff. So it's been fun, but it's interesting.
It's a different animal.
Business. But what I do like about it compared to a lot of people are like, oh, restaurant, how do you make that jump? It's like when you have a restaurant, you have a menu, and people are like, oh, I want what's on the menu, but I want you to do this to it, and I want you to change that, and I want you to change that, and I want you to add that, extra this. Well, people can't come in and go, I love this dress, but can you add ruffles here?
Right.
And I want it in this color, and I need it to be a little bit longer, and can you tighten it up? It's like,
no.
If I'm like, nope, don't have it that color.
That must feel awesome.
It is.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Don't have it. But you can try. Maybe they might have something or they,
Go across over here, go across over there.
But yeah, I don't have to like race to the back, get out my sewing machine and be like, okay.
Let me add that ruffle.
And then have them still be mad because it's just not quite right.
Well, that took a long time. Did it?
Yeah.
Did it take too long?
That's what I love at Buckle too, the burger bar.
I love the burger bar. It's so smart.
We have not...
we just went back to the Buckle.
The amount of items that don't come back to the kitchen because they're made wrong.
I know because you can't. Oh, I said no tomatoes.
Yeah.
You're in charge, Betty.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been there, next to the kitchen at the end of the bar, there is this burger stand. What do you call it?
We call
burger
it
bar?
The burger bar.
The burger bar.
Because our dog's name is Burger.
I just connected. Wow. That took me way too long to get because it's actually so it has all of your condiments and it has your buckle sauce, lettuce, tomato, pickles, banana peppers, jalapenos.
Sometimes we'll put like, I don't know, Ryan will get weird. He'll put salsa out there. He'll throw, I don't know, he'll put random things just because he's Ryan.
Okay. Just label it. I put something on, I thought it was ketchup, but I think it was buckle sauce.
Or we have jalapeno ketchup.
I might have done that because I couldn't eat it. And I was
they look the same.
Put it in a green bottle.
Well, so when we buy it, one has a green lid and one has a red lid, but it looks like identical.
Yeah.
I said, that's going to be dangerous.
That's
going to kill one of my kids. And they're going to be like, ah! And then they're never going to eat a cheeseburger.
Ever again.
Ever again.
That was the last cheeseburger of their life.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
No, but it's such a cool concept because then, and I like talking about it because I want people to know if you get a buckle burger, go to the burger bar.
Yep.
Put whatever you want on it.
I've seen some beautiful burgers.
Really?
Walk away from that burger bar. Man, some people, they're just like gorgeous. They got the tomato on there. Perfect. Oh man, it's just a stack. It's, yeah.
Are you like, good job?
Yeah.
Come work in the kitchen.
Wow. That is beautiful.
So you can be creative too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like that part. One of our inspirations was always Rudy's.
Huh.
And just how their style is.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. They've got the pickles and onions out over there by the drinks.
Yeah, and I love that because I can go in, I can get all the things I want. And I don't have, you go to the counter, you're like, I want a pound of this pound. And that's kind of what our menu is like a little bit. It's like, I want this.
Done.
And then I can go doctor it up. So
okay, I never put that together, but I see now exactly how you got. Okay, I like it.
yeah.
Our kids love extra pickles and everything, and I hate and like at Subway. Is
You
this
have to
enough?
ask.
No. Is this
No.
enough? No.
No,
Just keep going.
it's like
Just put the jar.
that commercial. I think it is when they do the cheese and it's like
Oh,
finally
yes.
he's buried. He's like, I'm good.
That's enough.
Like, yeah, it's not like. It's not embarrassing, but why does it feel like it's embarrassing to be
Like to want cheese?
Can I get an extra of that?
Right.
Can you
Like,
go get
please
me
give
some-
me all the cheese.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like, oh, they only brought me back one little ramekin of pickles. I
Yeah.
really want more.
I
It's
need
like,
more.
oh, I'm not gonna ask them.
Oh.
And then you're like disappointed.
But then you wanted more.
yeah. So the burger bar
This
solves it.
eliminates that.
Yeah, problem
Problem
solved.
solved.
Yeah, you won't leave going. It was good, but
But I wish I had pickles.
Yeah, I hate that. I can't. That's just like,
Good catch.
yeah. But maybe I get hangry.
Well, I think we
So
all
I'm
do.
very like, I want to eat this, and I want it like I
This.
came here to eat it like this, and that's what I want. And I don't
That's
know.
fair.
It's it's kind of immature.
No, but you're going out to eat. You're paying for the food.
I'm like, "Ugh." Yeah,
I wouldn't say immature.
I get hangry.
You might be talked about in the back of the
Yeah.
house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And I'm a restaurant person. I'm sure someone's been like, man, she was kind of. But
But then you make up for it at the end. They're like, oh my gosh.
yeah.
Remember that mean lady on
And
43?
I tip well.
She left me fat money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did that one time. One guy was just a total jerk to our party, and I was out of town in Oregon, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Great service there. And the guy was so rude to us, so I tipped the busboy. I gave him $100 bill.
Nice.
And I said, "That's what you never don't be rude because you never know who you're being rude to."
Nice. Good job.
Yeah,
And just don't be rude.
yeah, just be a nice person.
Kindness makes the world go round. Ugh.
Just give me my burger, and
We're
I'll-
all
and
dealing
I'll-
with some
and
crap.
I'll-
Give her
and I'll
your
be
pickles.
kind. Yeah. Actually, I don't eat pickles. I hate pickles. So that's why people like. Well,
I'm like, wait, is that on your list?
Yeah,
Is that on your allergy list?
No. Well, technically, cucumbers.
Cute.
are.
Yeah.
But the pickles, depending on the process, are denatured. So like the protein. that
That's so
causes
crazy.
all that. But I just don't like pickles.
Okay.
I just don't. And pickle shots are like our thing.
Yeah.
And all people are like, come on, I bought you a pickle shot. I'm like, mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
They're like,
Give it
come on,
back.
just take it. I'm like, no,
Nope.
nope, not gonna do it. Sorry. Then I don't really take shots. I'm not really like a shot person.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
We're not 22 anymore.
Yeah, and even then I was.
How about even then I wasn't a huge shot person.
Yeah, I just I'd watch it. I'm like, oh gosh.
So does it get a little crazier when the dinner crowd, so to speak, is out?
I don't know if it's
how's
crazy.
that
It's just
gotten?
more adult.
Cool.
There's
More
people-
adult. I'm sure there are people who
playing
appreciate
pool.
that.
So I like that when there's a bunch of people playing pool.
Mhm.
It's not like, I don't know what the right word is yet to describe.
Okay.
It's still kind of an eclectic mix,
Okay.
but we have a lot of regulars already.
Nice.
And it's a lot of just people that just want to, hey, you want to just go grab a drink really quick?
Yeah. It's right
And-
there.
Yeah, so it's not like especially the Sunday through like Wednesday crowd
Huh.
is just, they just want to go out and
Yeah.
just have a casual drink for no other reason than, hey, you want to go grab a drink?
For no other reason than it's not Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, or like
Those are our favorite nights to go out.
our kids graduating this weekend.
Ah,
We need to go have a margarita. Yeah, that's you.
it's
Ooh,
coming up.
just tugged on those heartstrings. That is this weekend too, right?
It's
Or is
yeah,
it
it's the
next?
30th, so next Thursday.
Oh
so
my
you'll probably get
goodness.
hit both weekends.
Wow. Yeah,
You'll be
we're ready.
sandwiched.
And we have our brunch. We started our brunch now on Sundays.
Yes. Oh my God, that French toast looks stupid good.
Yeah, I had the eggs Benedict yesterday. My son, he's an eggs Benedict connoisseur.
I mean,
we've actually
yes.
gone to restaurants. He's like, this hollandaise sauce is too eggy.
Ew.
Like,
Of course.
stop. You're 9.
But they know.
They know, and so yeah,
and
we make.
Finn.
Oh God,
Come on now.
He's
Little chef.
He is ridiculous. So yeah, we make the hollandaise from scratch.
Yes, I think
It's
that's important.
real hollandaise.
It's not Knorr, people.
Yeah, it's not a packet. We don't add water. It's not made in a blender either with egg. It's actually over a double boil.
Nice.
With,
Who's back there making that?
Ryan made it because we're only doing it on Sundays. So he went down there. This was our first Sunday. He's probably going to do it for a while, but we did train a couple of our other guys and
to do it
because it's not that,
once
it's
you
really
get
not that hard. You just have to know how to do it. And people are scared. They're like, I could never do that.
Well, and I think volume matters too because that other place where we used to work, the volume was ridiculous.
Yes,
and trying to par it was not an option. Like that was dumb.
It was just,
so that's neat. So it's fresh made for you,
yes.
Which is if you have not had true hollandaise sauce made from scratch, go get it.
I could
go get you some.
I actually took some home and was sipping on it.
Don't pull me over.
Like,
it's just
true
hollandaise sauce.
Story. Because I was like, oh, this is so good. The French toast is good.
Oh, it looks good.
And then some other things that we're going to eventually go into because we used to do Sunday brunch at Superfly.
Okay.
And when we started, it was our deadest shift.
Really?
Oh yeah. We
okay.
have
A Sunday. That makes
in.
sense.
And I told my husband, just give it time. He's like, I don't know. He's gonna hear this, and it's a true story. He was just griping about it. Don't get mad. And then after 3 or 4 months, it was our busiest day of the week.
Nice.
The entire week, and we would have people lined up outside the door waiting to get in.
When brunch is done right,
that's
so an amazing day out.
Yeah. So we're and these are recipes we've already done. So a Monte Cristo.
Oh, yum.
A deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Have you ever had a deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, but I think you showed me that on one of your menu iterations.
Oh my God, it's so good.
What's that?
We use real maple syrup.
Yes.
We don't
pure.
do the corn syrups. It's grade A maple syrup. We spend the extra money because you can
makes
ruin French toast
100%.
With crappy syrup.
Question. I know we're talking about menu items.
Yeah.
Is 2 questions actually. Is he going to have his Caesar salad on there ever?
I don't know.
Ryan Webster. And then second question. That's all. That's all I got. What about that
the
that chicken
croutons
sandwich
are his,
you told me about?
He makes the croutons from scratch like we would at home.
I mean, okay.
I know.
But
I know. A tableside Caesar is
I'm just saying. What about that chicken sandwich?
Which one?
Named after the chick because you guys went to the restaurant.
I want that.
Are you going to bring it on?
The Betty tribute?
Yeah,
he said no.
No.
He said no because the mustard you have to order from France. And it's really hard to get and it's gotten really expensive.
Okay.
So we tried making it differently. It's not like something. It's the mustard.
Okay.
It literally is the mustard.
Okay.
That makes it because it's a buttermilk fry. If you haven't heard it, it's Bake Sale Betty in Oakland, California.
Mm-hmm.
She is famous for this chicken sandwich. She makes all these pies and stuff, but her chicken sandwich, and she's only open a couple days a week because she doesn't need to be open all week. Bright blue hair, but it is a fried chicken breast, the most
juicy.
Makes Chick-fil-A look
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, and it's crunchy. When you bite, it's the breading, and it has this coleslaw that has pickled onions in it, and it has that mustard. And
See, this is what you do.
We have tried it so many times with regular. You just have to. It's not the same. And the buns, it's
stupid French mustard.
I know. So she must have a deal or something. But I don't know if she's still open. I mean, this has been a while ago. This is
I don't know. We can Google
15,
later.
Yeah, but oh my gosh.
Well, maybe a Mother's Day special next year.
Yeah. Oh, and then we have the club. I forgot.
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks good
club.
Too.
It's the. I don't know. I didn't get to try it. I only got to see the pictures of it because everybody ate it. So
rude.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I guess it was good.
I'm just a visitor.
Thanks. Yeah. So that's gonna be on, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head. That's all I can really remember. Of course, bacon and eggs. We're gonna be able to do.
Okay.
But yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. And we originally were gonna do brunch just for special occasions, but we were like, you know what?
Just do it.
Let's just do it.
Nice.
Because there's no point in doing it if you're not going to do it.
No, because what else? I mean, some of that stuff, what else would you have it on hand for?
Well, we're going to have completely different staff from Mother's Day to, Memorial Weekend. I mean, in the restaurant world, you never know.
You never know. Could be a whole turnover.
Yeah. So we're like, let's just do it. And then get people used to it. And Sunday, that's just something we do that's special and fun after church.
Yeah.
That's my new. I'm like, after church, you got to go to Sunday brunch now.
Done.
Yeah.
And it's right there. You don't have to go into town if you live in China
Springs.
And if you live in Waco, it's
Yeah.
I can get from here.
$3 Bloody Marys.
Yes.
All day.
And 15-minute drive. Like
Yeah.
I can get from this Alico building to the Buckle in 15 minutes safely.
Yeah, I made it in 15 minutes.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's an easy drive.
Yep.
All right. Well, buddy, is there anything we've missed?
I don't know. We talked about a lot. I don't even know what time it is.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Daytime. The sun's
It's
still
you know,
out.
It's a beautiful day in Waco. I actually think I'm going to go down to the boutique row here.
Go down and check it
'cause
out.
It's so nice, and I've been meaning to. I never get downtown.
I know you don't. You
'Cause
never
Everywhere,
You
like
never want to go out.
I know, because when I'm done, I'm like I'm home,
Done.
and I like get in my Adam Sandler
Yep.
uniform, and that's just how it is.
Like, sorry, y'all, sweatpants are on, bras off. I'm home.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
That is real life, though.
It is. Every woman right now is like, oh,
Yes, that feeling. I feel it.
yes.
Well, if you have not been compelled by this show to go check out the Buckle in China Spring, I don't know what to tell you, because it's all good stuff. You're definitely missing out if you haven't been there yet.
It's a good
Tomorrow
time.
will be my 3rd or 4th visit
Free pool
with food. Free 9-ball.
food.
With food. I visited several times before it was open, just chatting. But now there's food
Yeah.
and beer,
Yes.
which wasn't before it opened.
Yes.
But that's okay. So get over there, check out the Buckle in China Spring. Maybe if you want to wear a cute outfit, you stop at Apricot Lane first, pick up something fun and summery and light and colorful,
Yes.
and then check out the rest of the marketplace because they are locally owned. And I do want to touch on that really quickly because sorry, I know that was my sign off, but I'm backing up. I love that you said that a bunch of the stores in there are locally owned,
Mhm.
and you yourself go to the market,
Oh,
which is
a lot.
which is a huge thing in Dallas. We're talking like multi-levels, and a bunch of boutique owners from here
Yeah.
physically go there and pick out
Yep.
what we're shopping for. So,
Yep.
so
We're not
that's
the
a
only
lot.
ones.
No, I know a bunch of
Yeah.
people like Collective. I know they go up.
Stephanie with Black Daisy.
No,
she's up
Stephanie
there.
goes up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so please, please, please support these local business owners.
And
They're working
all
their butts off for you.
women owned too.
A lot. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was thinking the other day,
we
I'm
are
like, I need a dude.
moms, women, like
Yes,
we're
tons.
We're doing a lot of momming in this community.
Yes. And a lot of taking care of people. So let's take care of them back. Let's spend our dollars there, especially in this economy where every penny is precious. Let's take care of each other.
Yep.
And if you want to know more about the Buckle China Spring, the Buckle at BU, or Apricot Lane,
The cot.
check the show notes and we'll have all the ways that you can get in touch with them, connect, check out the menu online. And as always, if you have any real estate questions, reach out to @Boisvert Realty Team on Instagram or Facebook. And that is What's Up Waco.
Do you have a topic you want to talk about? Do you have questions about Waco, the real estate market, how to sell your house, what to look for when you're buying a home? Send me an email, ericasellstexas@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 254-447-0180. Happy to chat about it. Find me anywhere you listen to your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.